So fretboard mastery is not just about you being able to play dexterously around the fretboard. It's not just about you knowing what finger to place on the fretboard to produce a sound, but more importantly, coming into cognizance the availability of options which would help you deliver your music properly as a bass player. Now, there are several ways to master your fretboard. You can use the concept of the open strings. You can also master the fretboard using the scale patterns. You can master the fretboard using fret inlays, or some of us call them fret dots, those dots you find here and there around the fretboard. You can master the fretboard using shapes, and maybe for now, you can master the fretboard using numbers. Now, here is a little, secret with which I help to unlock my fretboard and know exactly what note or what options I have to play around with. Now, if you're playing on the G string, I'm sure you know already that if you're playing the bass, we have our E string, which is our deepest. Next to it is our A. Directly under is our D. And finally, our G. So if you're playing from your G string, let's assume we're playing on the 5th fret on the G string, and we want to get the lower octave on the A string, which is 2 strings away. We simply count from G. We count 1, 2, 3. And from there, we count backward because we're moving towards, the next. So we count another 1, 2, 3. And that's the lower octave of this note. Now, you can also derive the lower octave on the E string, which is 3 strings above or 3 strings away above, if there's any word like that. And you simply count 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And also count another 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So if you play this, this is the lower octave. If you play this is the lower octave, 3 strings above, or would I say on the E string. And if you play this is the lower octave, 2 strings above, or would I say on the A string. So here's just a little tip you can apply in your bass playing. Instead of you repeating your higher octave, you can simply unlock by taking advantage of counting in numbers 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3 to get your lower octave on 2 strings above, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 on your lower octave, that's 3 strings above on your E string. Now, in terms of shape, it is a, would I say, forward diagonal shape. This way, if you're doing 2 strings above, you're crossing through every fret position here, here, here. And that gives you, a forward diagonal shape if you're doing 2 strings above. If you're doing 3 strings above, you're doing a backward diagonal shape. So if you're taking from the lower octave, it's a backward diagonal shape, passing through all the fret positions. And if you're taking from that's the 2nd string from the top, which is your A string, is a forward diagonal shape, passing through all the fret positions if you're taking from the lower octave. Same applies when you're trying to derive the higher octave from a lower octave. Same principle. So I hope it's clear.